Hello Leo, this is Julie with the Heartspace, and we're here looking at the energy surrounding you for the rest of July 2017. If you would like a personal reading, you know where to find me, Facebook, email me, or go to my website. Alright, so let's call on the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What are the messages for Leo mid-July 2017? Okay, this clump here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And the energy that's coming in from the beginning of July into mid-July, end of July, is 4 of Wands. So celebration, celebrating with others, feeling content, partying, not like necessarily a marriage per se, but it could be an engagement, or it could just be, a summer party. You're having fun, the beginning of, or 4th of July for those in America. And then we have the sun, which is your card, popping up, and I feel like this popped up before in your past couple readings. The sun is you, so you are radiating, you are shining. Leo, it's good to be a Leo right now. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and then the 7 of Wands. Okay, so a lot of air energy happening, but the sun is going to just shine right through it and just melt away the storm. Now, with Knight of Swords in relationship, this is an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini kind of energy. And I'm getting the sense with the Knight of Swords that one of you, I do feel like it could be you, but it can also be the other person in the relationship, is just not sure. They're not sure about the relationship. They're not sure where it's going. They're not sure how they want to proceed with you. And so I'm gonna speak about it from their perspective, that they're just not sure if they want to be with you because you're intimidating to them. You have this bright light. People want you. People are attracted to you. Everyone's around you. You're celebrating. Everyone's inviting you to their parties kind of feeling. And they just don't know how to deal with that. They tell you. They're being honest about it. They're saying, I'm a little overwhelmed with you. I'm a little overwhelmed with everyone wanting to be around you. And they might feel a little bit jealous, but they're going to be honest about it. And whatever they say, believe them. They're being honest about how they feel. And so please don't shortchange them or say, oh gosh, you don't really feel that way. No, you don't. Yes, they do. They really do. And they're trying to be open to you and be very clear about who they are and how they feel with you, and that it's muffling their feelings for you. All right, so that is something that you guys have to face together. Now, if it's you who kind of feels that way and you're telling them honestly, I don't know how I want to proceed. I have a lot of options. I'm going out with a lot of people, friends, family. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know if I want to just settle with one person or if I want to just have fun with my life right now. Just be honest with them. And I do feel like this card is closer to more romantic relationships than anything. If it's family, if you are hanging out with your family a lot and you want to go hang out with your friends or whatever, you're still giving that kind of energy of, I don't know what I want right now, but I know I need to explore. But really with romance, I get this sense of being very honest about the words, but what you're saying is not congruent with the other person's. All right, so then we have the Page of Swords, and that's coming up in career and work. Page of Swords energy, again, air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is a message coming in. Could be a very young person or somebody who's very immature, but they're sending you a message when it comes to career. Could be a quick text. It could just be a post-it note really quickly saying, hey, watch out for the 3 o'clock meeting, and it seems really small, but it could really shift your career, could shift your work. Take note of this small, little, tiny message that you get that just kind of perks your ear just ever so slightly, and your intuition says, you should probably pay attention to this and look into this because it's important. All right, so the Page of Swords is going to be very clear about it. Pay attention to the meeting. And you'll go, yeah, okay, great. But you need to pay attention to the meeting. There's something there that is a little golden nugget that will shift your work. And then we have the Ten of Swords, and this is an abundance. So this could be that, it's the end of a cycle. It's the end of something that's happening that has been making you a lot of money, and now it's just not working out, and you have to let it go. And it was awesome in the past, and it could have been awesome up until, even May or early June. But now it's not working anymore, okay? Leo, I know, I'm sorry. But that's just how it goes. You gotta lay it down. You gotta lay it down. And for a lot of Leos, I do feel like it's a sense of self-deprivation. Self-deprivation, self-deprecation. That you've just been kind of beating yourself up a little bit too much. And now it's time to stop that. And everyone's getting annoyed with it right now because you're the sun. And we want to celebrate with you and not hear your sob story. Which I know. It's really important to let it out. I tell my son that when he cries. He's 8. Like, let it out. Let out that emotion. Don't bottle it up. It happens. We all have that. We all need to cry. We all need to let it out. But we also need to let it out, and then we have to keep going. That's the other part of it. And I hug you, Leo, if you are going through something really, really big. And I do. My heart feels for you. But we need you. The North Node is in Leo. You are our shining beacon, and you gotta lead the way. Now, an interesting thing about this reading too, and about these cards, is I want to show you how, with this deck, they are all linked together. So the 10, the Page, and the Knight of Swords are all linked together. Do you see how that happens? There's a bird and fighting. And then it goes into the Knight of Swords, and so they're all linked. Do you see that? Okay. I love this deck. So that's really saying to me as a reader that your love, your abundance, and your work are all linked together. All right? So you could be dating someone from work, and you have to end that relationship because it's not working, and that's tough because you work with them. It could also be that work is getting in the way of your relationship, so you have to shift that. But know that your relationships are very linked to career right now, and are very linked to how you are going to create your abundance. And the Seven of Wands is, that little inkling you got, that little celebration you had in your heart of what you want to do, keep going with that. Build on it. Keep that momentum going. Don't give up on your hope. Don't give up on that little bright light, that golden nugget that you have been given. There's something there. Keep moving forward. If you stop and you question yourself, you're going to fall into the water. Keep going. All right, so let's call on the angels for some added guidance. Leo. Oh, whoa, that one just jumped out. Twin flame. Ooh, the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So something's going on here. Let's see here. Twin flame. So when this comes up, with twin flames too, I know everyone's like, I just want my twin flame. I want my twin flame. Twin flames, it's a sticky wicket. There's so many different ideas that come behind the twin flame. And with what I believe the twin flame to really hold is a lesson. Sometimes a twin flame is not always a romantic partner. It could be a dear friend. It could be a family member. A lot of times it is kind of a family member that comes in as a message. But as this card said, it's a romantic relationship in regards to this card. But twin flames, I just, it's hard to specify exactly what a twin flame is. And the relationship basis of a twin flame when it comes to romance is that you are better together than you are apart, of course, but it's also a challenge, and sometimes you are not together always. It could be just a moment. You guys spark together. You gain that knowledge of one another, and then you have to part, and you have to work with what you were given, build yourself up, do more work, come back together, have that spark for a moment, a brief time in life, and then you have to part. Twin flame energy can be very difficult and sometimes is not sustainable. So especially with the sun energy in the middle, I think that they're going to spark your curiosity. They're going to spark that light within you, but then they may have to just step away. And so that's why the Ten of Swords could be popping up, is that you have to break away from this person for a moment so that you can really solidify the lessons that you have learned from them before you come back together. All right, hopefully that helped out a little bit. I know I got a little long-winded at the end. If you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, or go to my website. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.